Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about our time and how valuable it is. So, growing up, I really had an awesome childhood. So, me and my siblings, we would run around outside and ride our bikes around the little house that we had and just go and play in the yard and run around and have lots of fun playing sports and all that stuff. And yeah, I really enjoyed that time that we had. Even inside the house, playing with Legos and Geotrags, Lincoln Logs, just the classic stuff, just hours and hours of entertainment playing make believe and playing pretend and having all sorts of adventures and stuff like that, epic quests and stuff like that. So much fun. And I really enjoyed that time. And I really, looking back, just really remember this how much time we had. We had hours and hours of just fun. And, after school, we'd kind of go and do our own thing and hang out with each other. And so much fun. And I really love my siblings and my family and my friends. And the time that we had together is awesome. So, yeah. And when I went to college, I still had a lot of time on my hands. I played a whole lot of video games in college. With people by myself, and I played so much basketball. I pretty much lived in the gym my entire time at Liberty University. Shout out to LU. Their sports were awesome. Playing basketball, football, even soccer and other things as well. It was a lot of fun. So I really had so much time there as well, and it was so much fun. I had time to eat so much good food there. Shout out to LU Dining. This is so much good stuff. I had it was a lot of fun eating pretzels and donuts and all that stuff. I kind of eat whatever I wanted to because I was burning so many calories playing sports and running around places. So yeah, looking back, I probably could have been a little bit healthier with my diet choices, but hey, I mean, I'm chilling. So hey, God's good. So yeah, one of my best memories, are the times where me and my friends would go and grab a bunch of food and grab our homework and our laptops, and we just kind of just grab a little bench somewhere and really work on our homework and also just talk to each other about life, what we want to do after college or what was going on in college, different professors or different friends or the interactions that we had, so much fun, so many hours and hours just fun and talking to people and just getting to take the time to know each other and really talk about deep things, different concepts of life. And yeah, it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I don't miss the homework at all, but I do miss some of the people there for sure. It's just a whole different environment in college versus being outside of college. Just having the time to do certain things that you may not necessarily have once you graduate. So yeah, really don't lock yourself in your dorm room if you're in college. Really get out there, have the time of your life. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid, but have a good time. Spend lots of fun times getting your homework done, playing games, and all that fun stuff. And most importantly, spend time with people. I think that COVID really affected so many people. As obviously with the whole 6 feet apart and wearing masks and people weren't allowed to really be in large groups together and stuff like that. It kind of made a lot of people really think about just how fragile life and their lifestyle it really is. Like one thing can change and all of a sudden, you can't even see people really. And when COVID really hit, people were like, "Oh my goodness, get away from me!" And some people kind of got out of their houses sooner than other people, but for the most part, it really drastically changed so many people's lives, and people didn't really realize until then just how important and how fragile time is. You never know how many hours you have left to live. Which is it's kind of crazy. You're thinking of like death note. Some people will be like, "I wish I knew how many hours I had left or how many days I had left." But sometimes like it just it is what it is. No one really knows for real, for real. And I think that's a good thing, really, because I think people, they would live their lives differently for sure, but at the same time, I think that people would, when the clock starts ticking, they might start doing some drastic stuff. So, I think that it's good to kind of just not know. I think that it's just so much better. I think there's some things you don't need to know. It just is what it is. But it's most importantly that making sure that people know that their time is valuable, even if you don't know how much time you have left, whatever it is, you want to do it to the best of your ability to enjoy the time that you have and honor God most importantly. So a lot of people kind of feel like money and their finances kind of limit themselves in the things they can do with their time, which is true. You may not be able to go on a large vacation or something like that, but we're going to talk about different alternatives and stuff like that you can do without breaking your bank or anything like that. Obviously people have work and school, so it's going to take up a lot of their time as well. So obviously you're going to take that for granted. Not take it for granted. You're obviously going to take that into consideration when you're planning out your day and your weeks and your life. Really, you're gonna have to work unless you hit the lottery, and even then, you might still need to work or do other things as well. Um, it's just something that's a fact of life, and I know obviously some people will be like, you can get out of the 9 to 5 grind and stuff like that, and that's true for sure. But at the same time, I think there's always gonna be something that you gotta do regarding work, whether it's something small or something big. Obviously, people really look at the society and look at the downward trends in so many things. The economy, politics. Lots of wars and the rumors of wars that are happening and stuff like that. It's just crazy times that we're living in. I mean, people are happy about the things that's going on in their day-to-day lives, and so sometimes people can see all the stuff in the news and kind of feel like they need to lock themselves up in a closet and kind of hide until it all goes away, or some people feel like it's not worth even trying to have a good time because, just take one step outside and you see all the bad things that are happening, and while those are valid reasons to an extent, I think that we'd be doing ourselves a disservice by kind of just, I guess, limiting ourselves from enjoying the time that we have, and then most importantly, spreading the good news of God and showing how we live our lives of excellence is really, you can't do that if you're stuck in your room or if you're hiding somewhere, unless you're doing it from your phone or anything like that. But even then, it's still kind of hard because your phone has so many things that can kind of push you in a negative manner, and let's looking at the news or any other things and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about some alternatives to some of the things I just said. I think some people can really think of all these three things I kind of mentioned, your job, your money, and just the way of the world, and they can see that and they can be kind of sad about it, and I wouldn't want you guys to get down, and we want to always end things with hope and optimism because at the end of the day, God has so much love and joy to give to the world, and that we should also be giving that back to the world as well. So yeah, I mean, if you have dreams per se of going on a nice little cruise, going to a tropical island and taking a trip around the world and stuff like that, but you don't have enough money to do that, there's some alternatives you can do. You may not be able to go all the way around the world per se, but hey, you can always drive to a beach or to a lake somewhere and you can have a nice time with your friends and family and make a sandcastle and do other things on the beach or on the shoreline or wherever. If you're at a mountain range, you can go on a crazy hike and have lots of fun, do some fun things, go skiing and all that jazz and all that fun stuff. Yeah, there's so many opportunities you can do for on a cheaper budget that you may have. I think that if you wanted to go on a nice little car ride, go for like a 2 or 3 hour drive and go around, sightsee, see what's around your neighborhood, or in the city somewhere, nearby cities and stuff like that, you can really have a nice time. So I wouldn't want you guys to limit yourselves to, well, I can't go to Paris, so I might as well not travel at all. It's like, come on now, like, you can do some more than that. You can have some fun, hang out with people, and really enjoy the time that you have because it's so important, so precious. So, some people, they always want to be competing for something. I'm personally a big chess fan, so I think some people, you want to get to grandmaster status in chess. You want to be the top dog, you want to be the number one in everything you do, which is totally understandable. Everybody likes to compete to an extent, I'd say. And a lot of people always want to be number one, of course. No one wants to be number 2 or 3. But not everyone can be that, so it's a hard thing to sometimes have to grapple with. I think that if you maybe not able to get into certain tournaments and stuff like that, I think it's great to get some friends and get a nice group of people who have the same hobbies and interests that you do and the same vision, and you can make a little tournament or a little party and have a nice little day or night of fun, and just do whatever you want to do, whether it's like I said, playing games or just, dancing to music or, just anything really, acting, sports. There's so many options you can do with people who have the same mindset and interests that you do. And even if they don't, you can maybe find something common that you can just have, that you have in common with people, and you can just have a great time doing whatever that is, Even if it's just like conversing and just talking, so many people have so many interesting things to say if you get time to know somebody. So really take the time to really go and interact with your friends, and or even if you don't have that many friends, it's a good opportunity to go out and find some friends. Maybe I'll make a video about how to find friends and all that stuff in the future. But yeah, it's so important how the community is to your I guess your well being, and just like if you're with the wrong people, your life is gonna be a lot worse than what it could be if you're with people who are pushing you in a positive manner, and guiding you towards light, and calling you towards higher things and to a golden standard. And I'll probably get into that into another video, but it's very important in the people you surround yourself with, for sure. Wrapping up this video, I think it's important that whether you're just catching some food with somebody and spending some time with that person, having a nice little conversation, that's awesome. It's a good thing to do. Whether you're playing golf with someone, just doing your whatever activities you feel like doing, or even just talking with someone. I think it's so important that you and take that time to really get to know somebody, to let other people know about you as well, and to really just enjoy the life that you have. Not everybody has $1 million, or not everybody has all millions of followers or anything like that. But I think with the lives that we have, I think that God has called us to live excellent lives with whatever we have. So really enjoy the time that you have on this earth, and really just take the time just to really know more about God and how to spread His love to people. That'll make your life so much happier. Yeah, if you have any comments or any suggestions of videos, please let me know. I'm just talking whatever's on my heart and whatever's kind of on my mind at the moment. So I appreciate you guys for listening, and you guys have a good one.